welcome to USA Global TV, home of Talking Heads, and a big shout out to our friends listening on Business Talk Radio out of New York. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and this is a special event. This is a program that we have not had before with an incredible guest whom we are welcoming back. I want to say a big thank you to Ian Pelham-Turner and Helena Shard for making this incredible introduction to our guest today, the Queen of Feng Shui. Before we bring her out, I want to bring out my co-host and friend joining us from the great state of Texas. It's international award-winning author Diann Floyd Boehm. Hello, Diann.
Hi, great to see you.
Nice to see you. I know, second show today, unbelievable. So I really appreciate your time. And we have an amazing guest today. I had the pleasure and privilege of interviewing her before with Ian Pelham-Turner and Helena Shard, and she has accomplished so much, Diann. And she is really, when I think of international, I think of you definitely, and I think of her because you are just two extraordinary women who are just powerful presences in this world. So we're going to be bringing her out in a minute. Before we do, our guest is MARITES Allen. She is the Queen of Feng Shui. She's from the Philippines, but based in London now. What are your thoughts when you think of Feng Shui?
Balance is the first thing that comes to my mind. Absolutely. And cleaning out the bad air. So I'll be interested in what she has to say. And I don't even know if the two go together, but it reminds me of it. Every time we move into a new home, or even the one we're in, we're eventually going to redo because we had rented it out for so long. So we'll have a blessing in every room and clean out any bad karma and have all fresh karma in the house. Yay!
Yeah, that sounds very exciting. And I'm also in a period of transition. I have a lot of things in boxes as we go to the next place, and I feel sort of at odds and off balance and unsettled. And so I'm wondering if MARITES can talk to us about how our environment also has an impact on our emotions, and also how we have things organized, what thing is facing where, and what's in the door entrance, and what's on the hall.
That's right. I forgot about that.
What we have on our person, how we're dressed. So I think we should bring her on. What do you think?
Let's go for it.
All right, it's the queen, the real queen of Feng Shui, and she is an expert. She is an entrepreneur. She is someone who leads with passion and compassion. She has a fantastic website, which is her name, MARITESALLEN.com, and she's got an incredible fashion line that we're going to talk about as well. So joining us from London, let us welcome our guest. Hello, MARITES, nice to see you.
Hello. Wow, what an honor. Hello, Dr. Jacalyn. It's nice to see you again, and thank you for thinking about me. Of course, thank you to our common friend Ian and Helena. And Diann, it's nice to meet you.
Thanks. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so I understand just from our brief time backstage that you two have a connection, which is the Philippines.
I know. Tell us about it. So did I understand you say you have lived in the Philippines or you visited the Philippines?
No, there's a big difference, isn't there? No, my husband and I, we lived there for 3 years. He was a diplomat at the time. We lived in Makati, but
my gosh.
But I traveled all over helping represent the United States. So I've been to Hello and
oh my God,
just so many places. I could start next time. We'll take over the show.
No, that's nice. How long ago were you there, and what year was that?
You probably weren't born yet.
Oh,
you were probably an angel in heaven. I actually had my first daughter there, Rachel. She was born there in the Philippines in Makati Medical, and we were there during the Marcos years. So in the 80s, yeah, it was fantastic.
I was just wondering whether, if you were in Makati, was that time the BGC, the new city, is already, open or not yet?
No, not yet. The
It was
first
the
thing that
gut.
had opened up that was brand new was preparing for the Pope to come visit. And so
Oh
the
yes,
Coconut Palace
yes,
was brand new. And we just lived right there on Rojas Boulevard in the American compound for the all the diplomats. So.
yes. Amazing. Oh my God, Dr. Jacalyn, look at that. The universe is always aligning us somehow with some
It's
connections.
it definitely is. You know, it's so interesting because the last time I saw you on the Celebrate Great Britain show, I think we went way over the normal time because there was so much information to
That's right.
to cover. And I thought, I know you've been traveling, and I wanted to get you back. And I thought, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like you and Diann should be connected. And so
Yeah.
There you
here we
go.
are.
I'm so excited that I'm about to post now on where can they find us. Please
Ah,
join.
so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the comments right here on the show that they can
Yes.
go to USA Global TV. I'll just post it here. While I'm doing that, Meredith, can you talk to us a little bit for people who they've heard feng shui or feng shui? They don't know what it is. They think it sounds like some, fancy term that they don't understand.
That's right. I think, I'm actually talking, but I'm just like posting. Basically, the term feng shui is when I started about this, it's really like there was like an issue with my life. Okay. There was like some challenges that I had in the past as well that has led me into feng shui. So, as I was sharing to the previous show, that Diann, I had like, a very unfortunate incident with my mother. The boat was caught on fire, and my mom was one of the casualty. And then at the same time, for me personally, my marriage did not work. I was annulled from my marriage, and I had three small kids. So at that time, it's like, wow, how come my life is like this? How come I have so many challenges in my life? And then, this is when I started doing my feng shui and really learning. Maybe there's something wrong with my home. True enough, it was really like I was living in a very bad feng shui house. And maybe the timing was not right when I'm doing things. So that's why consulting things in the almanac was also very helpful for me. So in feng shui, we have this calendar called almanac. This is what we call like the book of days. The book of days means it's really like if you want to move house, renovate, travel, have an engagement, or get married, you have to follow these suggested dates on the almanac. It's like a calendar. So upon learning all these things before and changing and adapting it to my daily life, my life really has changed for the better. So that's what I can say. And I can see I would like to welcome on our show here. We have Glor. Glor is one of my followers in Feng Shui. Thank you for watching, Glor. Please try to share it as well. So, anything you wanted to know about Feng Shui, I am here to assist you and to guide you because there's so many things you can talk about, like how do we enhance our life at home? How do we enhance and use Feng Shui for our career or for our business? Or even for our relationships. So this is how feng shui is all about. And feng shui is not magic. It's not a religion. It is a science. So I always say this: if there was no truth to feng shui, it would have just faded away. It's been there for almost 5,000 years, and we use feng shui in every stage of our life, in every day of our life. Whether one believes in feng shui or not, feng shui is all about and around us. So, as I was saying before, remember, Dr. Jacalyn, I was saying that there are five elements, and the five elements can even be represented by the objects or the colors that we wear. Like, my top, my blouse is a fire element that's color red. The poinsettias are color red. The metal elements are actually white, gold, and silver. I'm using that as well. And you drink coffee, tea, that's water element. The colors are black, blue, and gray. And you have the plants, for example, is the wood element. The colors are greens and browns. And you have the earth elements, which are the stones or the gemstones. These are also like colors cream and beige. And all of this is actually all around us, whether one knows what feng shui is or how feng shui works. It's all around us, it's everywhere.
I'm so glad that you brought up the fact that it's a science. I think that's really important. And hello, by the way, to Glor. Very nice. That's Glor. I also want to say hello to Roland Friedel. We love you, Roland. He's over on Mallorca. Sony Cuckoo. And also Lavin Lavar. Sorry, I'm so bad at names. Thank you so much for posting. We appreciate it. Okay, so when we talk about keeping our homes in a feng shui manner, what does that mean?
It actually means that putting things in order. And sometimes we know that. Sometimes you go into a certain place and you just don't feel good about it. Sometimes you come into a place like, oh, it's nice. I feel the energy. This is the feeling that we feel sometimes. And I think the common example is, say you go into a restaurant. Remember, in a restaurant, you don't want to be putting your back behind you, right? You want to sit something, or say you are waiting for your friend to come. You want to sit that you are facing at the door, or at least you can see the door, but you wouldn't be sitting that the door is behind you. That's what we call like the backstabbing position. So sometimes you are not aware of it, but you can just feel it. Another issue is common culprit in the bedrooms. A lot of people, or some people, because of space, especially in Europe or USA, when if they stay in a flat, remember when they sleep that sometimes their head or the headboard of their bedroom is sharing a wall with a toilet. So that one is like a no-no. Or sometimes putting a mirror right across to see the bed is also a no-no. What else? Sometimes when you enter into the house, when it's so dark and gloomy, it doesn't feel so good. But if it's like very nice and bright and clean and organized, then it's also very welcoming to you. So these are like many things you can do that in at home. In all of this is you can feel it. You can just feel it. That is why, do you know that there's always like a house for each of us? Sometimes there's a house or there's a flat that you go and you just feel like, oh my God, since I walk into this house, since we live into this house, the arguments are there, the kids are fighting, the husband and couple, are fighting. But there's also another one, oh my God, since I move into this house or in this bedroom, good luck keeps coming, my contract keeps coming, my husband's or income has increased. Or some people, they say, hey, they become very sickly. So feng shui is very important. That is why it is very, when you make a change, when you make a move, it's always important to consult a feng shui master if you can.
So wonderful tips that you just shared. I want to stop and go back to, what was the one, the wall with the toilet?
Yes, sharing a wall with a toilet. Sometimes you sleep that your headboard or your head is sharing a wall with a toilet. So can you imagine if the other side of the toilet is, say, uh, the toilet seat valve where you keep flushing, right?
Ah.
So sometimes these are things, and let me tell you this as well. Several years ago, I mean, my husband is British, right? I mean, tell me about it. At the beginning, he thought I was crazy. I mean, he's British. I have to, honey, please don't do this, don't do that, do this. And then I'm telling you, he had a very good job We have a beautiful house. Everything is there. In Makati. I'm sure Diann is very familiar with the place. Huge big houses. Name it, with the nannies, with the guards and everything. But then he always keep getting sick, and the money just keep going away for some reason. We just could not understand why. And I tell you what was the culprit, because our master's bedroom was right on top of the kitchen. So the kitchen was actually, burning it. You know what I mean? Like our master's bedroom is under the
Mm.
master's kitchen. So all these things. So when I tried to even move the bed into the other corner of the master's bedroom, and eventually we even have to move from the other guest room, and life was just like better and better. And that was in the time that we had to, leading to our trip, migrating to the UK in 2010. So there are a lot of energies that sometimes we don't know, but we just feel it. It's just there, but we just feel it.
I agree. I agree. Diann, anything you want to share about experience you might have, or a question that you have about, because you're doing a lot of work in your home now?
Yeah, I just agree with her so much, and I never thought about it and really studied the science, but it makes total sense to me that if you're underneath the kitchen, that all the beautiful energy you have is going to be sucked up and burnt away. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
my brain's already thinking, okay, like what bedroom is above the kitchen?
That's right.
So I have a question for you, and this is
Sure.
this is really relevant to what is coming next for me. So I have this studio, right, which is it's a giant green screen and all this equipment, and my mom and I are going to be in a new location with the warm weather, and it's a small space. So is it okay to put this in a bedroom, or is that bad news to take the bed out? Like,
Do you have, okay, because the bedroom is supposed to be a place where you can recharge. The bedroom is very sacred, supposed to be, right?
Right.
Because you don't really want to be working with, while where you work, and then you think about work,
right.
sleeping and everything. So the balance is not there already. If you can, or have another option, say put it in a living room, in the dining area. I mean, to be honest, we're so lucky right now, right, in this day and age, because we are doing Zoom and we can do it anywhere. Yeah, if you can move it to another location apart from your bedroom, it would be
Okay.
better.
Perfect. And if the other place is also a bedroom, but I take the furniture out, is that good?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Because remember, this is also what you do. I mean, it is very nice and it's very honorable for you. You're bringing all this wonderful, people into your show. You're disseminating information to the public, and you're reaching out. Information like Glor right now is in. I'm not sure, Glor, are you in Philippines or are you in Japan? I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning in the Philippines.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's right, it's 6:30 in the evening in England. And what time is it there to you? So what I'm trying to say is, your good karma. You're only bringing
Thank you.
in, good energy to others. There's nothing bad, or there's nothing wrong with what you do. This is all about your effort, you know, that you give out. So of course, the universe will allow you wherever you want to put it in your home.
that works. That's right.
Not the bedroom, not the toilet,
No,
not the bathroom. Your dining is your option.
oh,
But
here.
if somebody listening, I'm sorry, Dr. Jacalyn, but if somebody was listening and they aren't blessed enough to have that many rooms, I would think if you put a really beautiful screen, if possible, between the two so that you almost separate the room, you're still keeping the bedroom as a very safe space.
Yes.
And then because mentally you've also made the difference. Would you say that would be right, correct?
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. It is really for the better, because remember that, there are 24 hours in a day.
Mm-hmm.
So We really need that. I mean, in this day and age. In fact, I'm gonna share this to you as well, to you both, because I'm not sure about you, but for me, but we are both authors. We are all authors. We write books, and we really don't have that luxury of sleep. So every year I would write my annual horoscope books. So it's really like these are my astrology books. What are the forecasts for each animal signs? Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar. So these are my the books that people would like to read, especially before the Chinese New Year. So I am missing, or I am lacking sleep. So anyway, Dr. Jacqueline, when I was going around Europe, in the past 3 months, and I had been coordinating with a group of scientists. And then what they do is actually they have this gadget, which I can put my special mantra on it, that it neutralizes some energy, and you can actually put it under your pillow to help you go to sleep.
Wow.
And they even have like a neutralizer harmonizer. Again, it's all about science, because remember, anything and everything around us now is about technology. You have cell phone left and right of your hands. We have the televisions, we have the laptop, we have the towers, like really affecting our brains, affecting our body. So therefore, this particular gadget, which is like a harmonizer, you can actually put it inside your house, which can now, I believe, can absorb all this excessive energy to neutralize the space. I believe at least 1,000 square meters of the property. And then you can also have a small one which you can put into your car, and you can also use it when you drive around. So once I have the product, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to share to you my experience, because I really don't have enough sleep. So if you ask me, buy one for Christmas, I want to sleep.
Well, you look absolutely stunning. You look like you.
Really.
Thank you. Thank you.
And hello from Maggie Paris. She says
Hi,
hello, Miss Allen.
Maggie. Yeah,
Maggie,
okay.
where are you watching from? And then we also have Glor, still awake with my toddler. I always love watching Ms. Oh, that's so sweet. Look at that. So nice. Thank you, Glor. So we know Glor's in the Philippines.
2:30 in
And
the morning.
and Maggie, I'm not sure where you are. We also have somebody watching from Bangladesh, M.
Oh.
Tafael. So
Hi. Thank you, Maggie. I told them, by the way, that if they do watch and share and follow Dr. Jacqueline on USA Global TV, they will get a free almanac, a 2022, and a feng shui planner for 2022. So that's why so the winners, we have the winners. We already have Maggie Paras, and we have Glor Pimentel. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
so nice. Thank you for doing that. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, Marites, I want to talk about your ring, because you've got this incredible line of jewelry that all has meaning depending on what is it the symbol? I'm a rabbit.
Yes. I was wondering, okay, carry on, sorry.
That's okay. And so the ring that you have on today is actually the one that I went to the website to buy. The other one, the one you were twirling.
This one. Okay, this is the man.
But I wasn't sure what size and if it needs to go on that finger or a different finger. So can you share more about that?
I had been washing up, and I just flew in. So I had to remove my wedding ring and everything, my engagement ring. So usually, like even this one, if you notice, this is actually a mantra earrings. I'm not sure you see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, yes. Beautiful.
So this
With the
has a
third
big
eye.
eye in the middle, yeah. And these are all the 12 animal signs. It's got a special pagoda on it, and it's got all the mystic knot on it. And this is actually a mantra. This one as well is similar, but it's got all the special characters to it. So if you look at it, this one is for Ruyi. That's a symbol of power and authority. The fireball is a symbol for anti-arguments. Um, This one is the wulu, that's for anti-illness. The home symbol is for any bad things, misfortune. You have the horseshoe symbol, which we all know. And these are all special mantra to, longevity, victory, increasing wealth, and many other things. So I created this because I had been visiting prior to the pandemic His Holiness the Dalai Lama the 14th, and I have learned a lot in the course of my feng shui practice. What are the special amulets or talismans that one can have? And all of this can be beneficial to each person. So if I may share, I'm not sure if I can share, but let's give it a try anyways. um, so for example,
So Marites, to share, you have to actually go down to the bottom where it says share, and
yes,
then
okay,
share screen. And while you're doing that, I'm going to show you another comment
yes,
from Jules Imano. The luxury of sleep. Nice one. Suddenly I realize now how it is such a gift for everyone's self. Thank you,
it's
Jules.
a luxury. Thank you, Jules. So this is in fact, are you
You want me to
seeing
share
this
your
now?
screen?
Yeah, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like the mantra rings, right? The one that you were asking about. So the mantra ring is actually very, very powerful because, again, it comes with all these different colors and different symbols in it. And then,
Wait,
for
so before you
example,
pass that, so how do I know which color to get, and then which finger should I wear it on? Or it
yes,
doesn't matter?
usually, yeah, it doesn't matter. But for example, for you, I can see. Let me see. I think for you, you're very, silver would you with what you're wearing right now with the black, and the silver color would fit you well. I mean, I don't know what about your other accessories. If you are a gold person, it's fine. You can have that as well. And then all of
I'm drawn
this,
to the blue for some reason, in addition to those.
yes, and then you can actually, for me, for because I make a wish. So the
Ah,
reason why I put that there is because I make a wish. So say, for example, you're sitting in a traffic or you're waiting for someone to call you. I just chant a mantra called Hum 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 or Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani, and usually when you chant a mantra, it's really like a rosary beads. The rosary has 108 beads. So sometimes you can just chant a mantra for 108 times for your wish to come true. And I'm telling you this for the longest time that I have been doing this. That's why I'm sharing this because it has really done very, very good things to me already. So, again, if there's so many special mantras that you can have. And then it says here inside the ring, let me just make this bigger. There. Inside the ring is the Om Tare Totare Soha mantra. This is a mantra to remove obstacles, fears, and worries. This green mantra works swiftly to assist the person's concerns and wishes, and to recite the mantra 108 times, this should be mantra, a day while touching this ultimate mantra protection ring. So, like what I said, there's so many as well that one can have. Depends. So, for example, if a person's concern is to increase your wealth, like for business, concerns about your family, attract fame, power, and popularity for what you do, because you have a TV show, then this could be some of the good stuff that you can have.
I absolutely love it. There's so
Mhm.
many wonderful things there.
Yeah, I can
I
assist you.
love
I
that
can.
bangle.
Yes. We have so many. We have so many. Over the years, in fact, the special bangle is the ultimate mantra bangle. I said it ultimate because, uh, over the years, people would say, "Hey, can I get like an all-in-one thing?" You know what I mean? Like, can I have? So this is the like that's the ultimate one, ultimate mantra bangle. It also has like the evil eye at the middle and a special mantra and a species number 8 around it. And then in terms of the horoscope books, these are now the books these are now the different books that we have. So this is the like the almanac and the planner as well. So this is what
By
our
the,
viewers is listening today. The almanac 2022.
I want to let you know we have some new people who have joined. We've got Sandra Sobel. Sandra, I'd
Oh,
love to
hi,
know
Sandra.
where are you
Wow.
joining from.
Yes, yeah.
We've
Hi,
got
Sandra.
Carl
Oh, girl.
Bumate.
Okay. Yes, it's still
And
going on. Okay, so I think you are the winners. You now have your free almanac. Oh my God, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning in the Philippines. Thank you. And please don't
so
forget to
they're all
follow.
joining from there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry?
So they're all joining from there. Yes, they
Yes,
are
yes.
here. Yep,
Yeah, I told them
Philippines.
earlier. I see it's from the Philippines. I was on my show and I said, I'm gonna be coming on your show. So if it's not too much to ask, please join.
Yay!
Yes,
That's thank you so
amazing.
much. We love that.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm
So,
gonna screenshot our winners.
oh, good. So it looks like the winners Glor,
Glor,
Maggie.
Maggie, Glor, Maggie, Sandra, Carl. Yes, yeah, they're all from the Philippines. What about Jules? Where are you from, Jules?
I bet the UAE.
Yeah. Okay. We have earlier from Japan and everything, but I
And
think quite late.
someone from Bangladesh, but I
Oh,
don't
hi.
see the
Very
comment
nice.
coming up here. Wonderful. So a question I have for you, Philippines now. All right, Jules.
Oh, from Philippines also, Jules. Okay, so what I committed to them is if you're gonna be watching, and only if you are from the Philippines, we're gonna be choosing 5 winners to win the Almanac 2022, and another 5 winners for the Planner 2022. Because it's easy to ship, right? Right. If somebody's gonna be in the states, our online copies is gonna be available maybe in the next 2 months. But yes, we will be launching the copies online as well.
Very
But
nice.
So
but now your retail line, Frigga, that you ship that worldwide, yes?
yes, yes. So we have for a lot of people are coming from the Philippines, but you see what happens is that, as I was saying, in the U.S., there's over what in California alone has 3 million Filipinos. So what they do is they send like gifts to their family in the Philippines. So that's why the U.S. market is I would say my U.S. Canada market are also quite a good following there.
One thing I want to just first of all say is congratulations for everything that you've accomplished. And
Thank
I know
you.
how important it is for you to inspire other people. So you talked about the beginning of your or the middle of your life, which was the beginning of a journey that you didn't plan to go on. And sitting here today, you're somewhere completely different. And I know we touched on this a little bit on the other show, but for people who didn't get to see it, what do we have to do to take ourselves from a place that seems desperate, where it doesn't seem like there's any hope, to get to be a successful entrepreneur or successful in whatever right it is that's important to that person?
Yeah. What I think for me is basically one has to have a purpose.
Sorry, Diane.
When
That's
we have a
okay.
purpose in life, when one has a purpose in life, it is very important. So don't lose sight. There's a lot of people out there who has had been into your shoes, or also had been to many unfortunate times like what you have felt. So I think for me, for as long as you are healthy, for as long as you have a complete senses of your body, you have your arms and legs to walk, you have the ability to really get up and do something, then do not lose hope. There's more to some people are so desperate. But hey, I mean, we've gone through or we're still going through the pandemic. All of us had suffered a lot. And always remember that there are always some other people out there who have gone through worse than what you're going through. So live your life with a purpose every single day. Do not lose sight, do not lose hope, and just keep moving. Life is meant to be moving forward, it's never meant to be moving backward. So that's my policy in life. And feng shui, having known all about this energy, because this will, whatever you see in front of you becomes your reality. If you say my life sucks, or there's nothing more to expect in my life, then it becomes your
The
reality.
reality.
But if you're saying that, hey, tomorrow is going to be a better day than yesterday, then opportunities, the universe will listen to you, the universe will respond to what you are feeling as well. So always avoid, remember, all the time we said, please avoid being negative. Stay away from people who are negative to start with. The negative people does not bring you good things. It's all right to be feeling negative sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's okay to be sad. Remember, if somebody dies or pass on, or you have a separation, it's okay to cry, it's okay to scream, it's okay to feel bad. But that doesn't mean that you will just stick there forever. No, you have to get up, however you feel, and show up.
Perfect. Beautifully stated.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
But oh yeah, what about I mean, Diann, of course, I mean, must have had some experiences in the past. I mean, I'm sure all of us, right? We've gone through
Absolutely.
challenges.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's really like, I think it's all about us in the quality of the people that we are with.
Hmm.
And I keep
I know.
saying, right? I keep saying to my friends, if you hang around with 9 negative people or broke people, you're gonna be the 10th.
Hmm.
If you hang around with 9 multimillionaire people, you're gonna be the 10th. That's why they said, do not be comfortable or being the best among the group, because that is not your group. Your group is supposed to be seek for higher group that is better than you, because that will now help you to pull out yourself.
True
And that's
believer in that. Absolutely true believer in that.
I love that, and so does Carl. So
Mhm.
love that policy.
yes.
Uh, Marites, I just want to check with you. I know you have a hard stop, which is coming up soon. Just wanted to check in how much time you think you have left.
Yes, in 30 days' time, we will be launching it here in Dr. Jacqueline's program. The app is coming up hopefully end of November, and in time for the Chinese New Year, of course, February. So usually December is our promotion time. And actually, there's so many things now. I'm not sure whether you're hearing about the NFTs, like the non-fungible tokens. A lot of our work now can be put into NFTs. So perhaps, I'll be launching my limited edition, a date with Marites Allen, for example, that will come with a set of the 12 astrology signs. So my son, who is also into the crypto world, they are a data scientist, so they're helping me put together something about the feng shui, like like more like the symbols of good fortune, the different things that we can do and we can bring with us. And I think, again, like what we were talking about at the backstage, there are many things now that we have to do, and it has to be ethically, it has to be in alignment with our environment, making sure that you also help the environment in our own little way. So what are these things, why do we need for, and then you have to keep asking yourself, like, do we really need this? Or you have to, like, ask as well. We have to be aware on the source of a particular product. Not because somebody says, oh, this is good for you. Think also of the background or where it came from and how it was produced. Because again, we go back again to the energy. Energy is a very important factor. So whatever you bring to your house, whatever you wear, it's very important.
It's so true. I think to myself, when I have certain clothing on, I feel heavy. I feel tired. I feel lazy. When I put on other things, I feel like, oh, I can do almost anything. So I think from what you're wearing to your environment to who you surround yourself with all has a big impact on it, sounds like.
Yes, yes. And I think, Diane would agree as well with us that sometimes when you are with someone, that someone did not even do anything with you, right? But then somehow you just feel so heavy. Like, why? But then on the other side of the coin, there is this someone that, oh my God, she's like, he is adorable. She's adorable. She's a joy to be with. It's again, it goes back to energy.
It
It's,
does.
it's yeah. So anything. That's why, for a lot of us, we really have to be aware. So remember your programs. I was listening earlier, Dr. Jacalyn. It's about listening. You know, the power of listening is very important. You don't just listen with your ears, but you have to listen with your feelings, with your thoughts. Like even the way we respond things is important. Are you hurting somebody with the way that you're saying things? Because sometimes some people, they may like be happy in front of you, but they are actually maybe hurting, you know
Mm.
after. So we just have to be sensible, even with the way we post things, even the way we put things on social media. It's very important. So
Absolutely.
responsibility, again, it goes back to emotions, it goes back to feelings, it goes back to energy. So energy is like an incredible thing that we have.
Yes, we do. And we have another comment from Maggie. Hi, Dr. Jacalyn and Miss Diann. Well, very nice. Hello, Maggie. I can't
Hello,
believe
Matt.
your fans are all up so
So
late into
sweet.
the night. That's really
That's
nice.
why they deserve to win. They deserve to have my 2022 horoscope books and almanac. Let me just share to you. This is the books that I have. I um, I do every year. So we have the almanac. This is the orange one. And then this is like the calendar. If you want to get married, move house, renovate, travel, when do you sign a contract, this is what you use. And then the other one is the planner, feng shui planner. These are like the lucky and unlucky directions every day for all the 12 animal signs. And these are also the 12 animal signs um, that each of us will have to read, so that you can know what are your forecasts for 2022.
So, Maritas, just to elaborate a little bit for people who are maybe seeing this for the first time, how do we actually use those almanacs? Like, do we just open it up and read it and then say a mantra, or what does it look like?
Yeah, so what happens is that when you get the almanac, do I have an almanac nearby with me? I'm trying to just like what is closer to me. I don't have it right now, but usually when you get the almanac, it's like it tells you a different, on each day, there are 365 days, right? Out of those 365 days, there are lucky and unlucky days for that. So
Mm.
there are, they say for the month of, say, November, there are days there that are a success day. So this is when you sign the contract. Um, there are also days where you can perhaps cut your hair, or open a bank account, or have an engagement, move house, renovate, or travel. So everything is already given to you in that almanac. That
Hmm.
almanac now will be made available into an app. So it's gonna be easy for you to check this by the use of your app. And then how to use the horoscope books. You can actually read what is your specific forecast for the particular month. Say, for example, do you know that there are months which are good for us? There are also months that will be like we are predicted to be sickly. There is going to be a month that, our luck is very good. There's going to be a month where it's going to be an argumentative month. People could sue you, and then, many things. So this is what I do, and this is what is written in the book as well.
So, for example, from what I saw on your website, I'm a rabbit, and Maritas, what are you?
I'm a monkey.
You're a monkey. Okay, Diann, I don't know what you are, but so the monkey would have a different days than the rabbit.
Yes, yes, yes. So all of us, in fact, that's very, very good question. Remember, you were telling me what is your date and time of birth?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can now, one of the things that I do as well is about destiny reading. So, destiny reading, this is all of us, we all have different dates and time of birth. And depending on what, when we are born, we have our different, like if you want to know what are your lucky colors, lucky careers, industry. So, for example, this is one of the reports that I do. So, for example, this person, I can now see that the person born in this particular day, September 11th at 11:15, I can now see that he was born with a fire element, which is his wealth, 33% of his chart. So, this person, I'm sure, will never be poor for life because this is already like he is born with it. This is his destiny. And then it can also tell you what are the lucky months. You see, the red ones are the unfortunate months, the green ones are the good months, the yellow ones are the so-so month. And then this is also like the different industry that one can do. So, if you wanna ask if you have a child, if you have a partner, what is a good industry for you to invest on? What is the characteristic of the person? What are the lucky colors of this person? And then, what are the lucky sectors for this person? So you see, Northwest is your wealth direction. So this is actually a consultation with a son. My friend, the son is actually in a boarding school, and now she was asking me, what is the good direction for the head pointing of the son, because the son is going through an examination. And then at the same time, it will also tell you what are the super duper lucky dates for this person. So these are the good dates for the person, and these are like the bad dates for the person for the month of November. And if the person would like to say meditate for health, say on November 7, between 10:44 to 12:44, uh, face southwest, when you meditate, and then you ask for good health. If you want love, then you do the same. If you want wealth, you do the same. So this is what I'm supposed to do with you when you have given me your date and time of birth.
So thank you. How does anyone who wants to do it, do they access your website and then it's there?
This one is a private consultation. So next week, I'm going to be launching. Usually, what we do now for that is people just email to us. You can actually do that as well on our website. You can just go for a destiny reading. Destiny reading, you can order for a comprehensive destiny reading, and then we can do it for you. Otherwise, they can actually just email us. So if you go to our website, friga.co.uk or friga.com.ph, you can already order that. This is the destiny reading, okay? And then they can order this already. They can order this already. Another one is, if they want a cheaper way, they can also message us, and then my team will arrange for that. For some good fun, if you like, we can in fact do yours. There is one available on my website. Do you like?
Yes.
Okay. So let me see.
While you're doing that, we have another comment from Glore. Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck and Diann Floyd Boehm. Thank you, Ms. MARITES ALLEN. Thank you for the show interview. Well, thank you. Thank you for staying up.
Nice. Thank you, guys. Okay, so for example, if you go to my website, that's maritesallen.com, and there a part for like destiny chart. So if you enter here, say just I just put J there, and we put, say, the date of birth. I mean, let's just put somebody else's date of birth, because
you can use mine. I don't care.
You don't care. Okay, game. So your date of birth is
03.
Yeah.
26. 1963. March 26, 1963. That's right, folks. I'm 58 and I'm proud of it.
Oh my gosh, you are so beautiful. Let me just, it's in March, right? March 23 and
26.
26. Sorry. March 26, 1968.
63.
63, sorry.
Yeah, it goes back to
63.
1900, Diane. How about that? Okay, there we are.
Yeah, March 23.
26.
Sorry, 26. Okay.
There we go.
And then time, do you know?
9:34 a.m.
Okay, 9:34 a.m. It's always important to have the time. If you don't have the time, we can still work it out, but instead of say 100%, it's just like 75%.
But
So
for those
90
listening, it's on your birth certificate.
exactly, yes, that's right. And then this is USA, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then say I'm just gonna put mine.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, yeah, because I'm gonna give you the proper one later anyways. Okay,
Okay.
so this one is just for the public use. This is for free, but then you would need somebody who knows how to read the chart. So you see, I can see that you are born in the year of the rabbit. Okay, here you see the year is
Mhm.
rabbit, the month is rabbit, the day is dragon, and the hour is a snake. So I can immediately say, hey, sorry, in the year of the dog, which was about 3 years ago. Is it 3 years ago, right? Yeah. Did you make any change? Did you have issues with say
Yes.
relationships? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And yes.
Already. Okay. So now I can see that because you are born in the day of the dragon. 3 years ago, that was the day, that was the year of the dog. So yourself is fighting with the year. Like somehow, for some reason, it's just, the arguments, the misunderstanding, the you know, discomfort is in your life. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So even, I have to tell you this,
Yes.
the year before that is the year of the rooster. So rooster and rabbit are enemies. At that time, 50% of your chart was really difficult. What happened? Was it difficult the year before that?
Yes. Very difficult.
It's like right on the money, right?
It's spot on. Yes, it is.
Yes. Yeah. So there's so many things we can talk about. This is like the X-ray of your life. I do not know you well, but this is like if you go and see a doctor, the doctor will scan your body and everything and say, hey, there's a broken bones up here, or your lungs is shady, blah blah blah. This is what we see on your destiny chart. And many things we can talk about, but then if you want to like know your lucky directions, you can see that your lucky directions, the southwest is your wealth, right? Northwest is your health. So let me just make it bigger on the screen. Can you see it better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if you want to enhance your love in marriage, for example, or romance, then activate the west part of your house. If you want to activate your career, or you want more money, then in the new apartment that you're moving into, locate the southwest or the northeast part, because that will help you, enhance more your career, sponsorships, or many other things. And then you have to avoid the unlucky directions, especially southeast. As you can see, southeast is your total lost direction.
Hmm.
I'm going to screenshot this and send this to you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm busily writing it all down.
Yes. But again, like what I said, there's so many things we can talk about, and I can see from your chart. I can also say that during the year of the rabbit, which is actually the year after next year, that's the year 2023. This is where you can find like your nobleman star, meaning nobleman is someone that is very, very special, somebody who would really like make it, or even at this time, you find somebody who was born in the year of the rabbit, because that will help you like really like increase your career to the max. And then Last year, did you, although that was pandemic, was there a chance that you had like a relationship or someone likes you and everything because you have the peach blossom star last year? Or no?
It's last year seems so long ago, doesn't it? It's like 2 years just seem like a blur.
Yes. Or
COVID
also,
made us miss a year. I think.
yeah, or also maybe, you know what you can do is find a very pretty rat's image and put it in the north because that's your peach blossom star.
Ah.
Yeah,
Did you
only if
say
you are. Yeah, an
rats?
image of a mouse.
RAT?
Yeah, a mouse, like a beautiful
Mouse.
mouse. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna source one for you. Don't
Okay.
worry. Only if you're looking for one. And then I can see that your wealth, as you can see, there's like a 10% wealth there. You're born with a lot of influence. You see, 52%,
Mm-hmm.
meaning you are just a person who has so much clout. You can talk to anybody. You somehow know somebody from that group. You are just like 50% of your chart is about influence. Um, and then I can also see, if you want to know about money, for example, you have the 10%, and the color is water. So, meaning the one of your color, the black, blue, and gray are your colors for wealth.
So the fact that it's 10% is that it's not
You
high.
also,
It's not high on the priority list.
well, it's not that. Some people you see is we have like remember, we have like whims in life. Like, do you want wealth? You see? Do you want more money? Do you want good health? Do you want romance or career? So if I have to ask you now, which of this is your priority? We want it
Career.
all, right? If you ask me, I'm so greedy, so I want it all.
No, I would say last is romance. Last
Okay.
is romance, and I would say career and health are
Are
at
the
the top.
number one at the
Yeah.
top. Okay, yeah. So without with those already identified, meaning you can now, like, so for example, if you want the career, then northeast is the sector for you to really look after in the house. So make sure it's not your kitchen, it's not your toilet. You know what I mean? Because it could stop the flow of good energy. This is when feng shui comes in. Knowing what are your lucky and unlucky directions are very important. So if you can have the luxury in your apartment, I mean, if you have the location of health, if your bedroom is in northwest, that is very good. If I were you, just try to make sure that it's not the southeast, because southeast is your total lost directions.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
There you
you.
go.
It's
There's
so
many more.
exciting.
Many
Make
more,
sure
many
you
more.
carry a compass with you when you're going to these different rooms.
Exactly. You can have your iPhone,
Oh, that's
um,
true. Bring up a
you
compass.
can just go around, yeah. And then
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
it's nice that, when you draw your floor plan, and then you
Mhm.
can just like do a sketch. This is your bedroom. And sometimes, right, when you it's just in the back of your brain. When you enter, okay, on my right is this, etc. So you somehow and in the feelings. Most of the
Mhm.
time you really feel it. Is
Mhm.
this place really good for me? Sometimes you just feel uncomfortable, you know
This
like,
is true.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple of questions if I could ask
Please,
real quick.
please.
Actually, not questions, but maybe clarify some things for listeners to make sure they understand that maybe in the way that they grew up, they might see this as superstitious. So maybe you could share with them why it is not superstitious to look into this.
Yeah, that is really a very good point, Diann. So feng shui is not magic. It is not a religion. It is a science. And the closest and the quickest explanation I could say is that there are three types of luck. The first one third is what we call the heavens luck. So this is like a third of our luck, something that is God given, preordained, and cannot be changed. So some people are just born lucky. Some people are born prettier, richer, luckier than the others. I was sharing to Dr. Jacalyn last time that I came from a family of 14. Life was very difficult. We were born poor. I cannot change the destiny. I cannot change my destiny. It is what it is at that time. The second one third is what you call the mankind law. This is what you do to yourself. It is because of your actions and decisions. So if you go lazy, then nobody's going to put food on the table. So it is your own hard work. That's the